Hello. All right. So you mentioned Pier 93. I wouldn't advise to do Pier 93. I would do Carrier. And only reason I suggest Carrier, and again, this is if you're doing it solo. If you're not doing it solo, then I guess none of this matters. But it's really hard to find people to play with these days online. So I'd advise Carrier. It's pretty straightforward. You only have two doors to open. It's pretty simple. You can't go wrong. Pier 93, you have to kind of know where you're going, open up certain doors so you're not wasting coins. And I think you can at least get one, maybe two during the Pier 93, but this one definitely you can get two. And if you want to continue, you might be able to get three. The deal is the less people you have, the less it takes to open up stuff. So when you're in a group of four, they boost up the number of credits required to get it, and they don't necessarily put out more enemies per se. So it's best if you can run it solo. And again, this is Carrier, and I'll do the walkthrough of this and how to do it. So here's the build I have, six-piece striker classified. Um, what you're going to need to do this straight up, first thing you're going to need is four different guns. And four different guns being you're going to need a shotgun, an LMG, lightweight or an assault rifle, and then you're also going to need an SMG. You're going to need four guns, and I know you're saying, "Oh, I got more than four guns." It's a little bit more difficult than that. You're going to need four guns, and all four guns are going to need these certain talents on it. So here's my LMG here. Your guns are going to need self-preserved. Okay, I'm sorry. Here's the shotgun. Sustained, predatory, and self-preserve. Now, the reason why you want all three of these on each of your guns is because these are healing talents, and you need that to keep yourself alive. Because you're boosting everything in the stamina. You don't have a lot of electronics to do a heal to keep you healed up or anything like that. So this is how you stay alive. Sustain, killing a target increases your health by 6%. Predatory, killing a target regenerates 30% health over 20 seconds. And then self-preserve, crit hits with this weapon heal the user for 3% of damage dealt. All of those are healing talents, and you want to have all three on all of your guns if you can. I do on my shotgun. Apparently, I don't on this lightweight. I got self-preserve, destructive, and predatory. Not even sure why I have destructive up there. I could actually re-roll that and change it to the one that I actually need. And somehow I think I had that, but I changed it for some reason, and I never changed it back. But I'm not going to change it now. It still does pretty good damage. It does what it needs to do. And then you want to have preferably a house with at least predatory, self-preserve. Predatory is really good. I got vicious up here. I probably have one in my stash somewhere I could do, but this one works for me. You need that, and then a lightweight M4. Again, sustain, self-preserve, predatory. Those are key. Like I said, you need those on all of your guns. Next, let's get into the bill. Again, six-piece striker, stamina roll, health, skill, haste, ammo capacity. And then the mods are going to be stamina, skill power. They give you a little bit of skill power in here, so your pulse and whatever else you're carrying gives you a little bit of boost. And then the mask, again, stamina. I have it crit hit chance and damage to elites. And the damage to elites is because you're shooting yellow bosses. Or one shouldn't call them yellow bosses, but yellow elites. The yellows are elites unless they have a name and then they're a boss. Um, and then in here, I also have a stamina mod, but this one is skill haste. Knee pads, stamina again, skill power, damage to elites and the minor. Everything else is whatever. You know, you just need the skill power and the damage to elites. The mod in here probably a stamina, skill haste, and then a pulse critical hit damage. So when you do your pulse, holster has all three obviously, but it has skill haste, and then it has a pulse critical hit damage mod 2.0. The gloves is where it can vary depending on what you want. I have this pair is actually firearms, not stamina, and it's to give me SMG, crit hit damage, and skill haste on that. So I have multiple pair. You know, here's a pair that has skill haste. These are stamina though, so as you can see, if I put these on, my stamina goes up 10,000, and then my firearms goes down almost half. So that's why I don't run 6 stam for this. Um, but you could if you want to. Not sure how it's going to work. We'll just say that. So here's another pair I have. Another pair. This is firearms. This has LMG, crit hit damage, and skill haste. And then I have one more here that I don't use, but it has shotgun, crit hit damage, and skill haste. I didn't maximize these. I could. But if you want to swap gloves or you have that many gloves, you can. Depending on what weapon you want to use, you really don't have time to swap weapons too much. So I just roll with the SMG one, even though I'm not using the SMG one until later in the match. It's just the one that I roll with. So backpack, stamina, health, ammo capacity for the miner would be awesome, but you know, bleed resistance, it does what it does. So I haven't optimized this piece because I was looking for one with ammo resistance. I'm sorry, ammo capacity in the bottom, but I haven't found one. So just using this one, and maybe I'll get lucky and find one, or I'll just optimize this one and leave it as is. This one, I really do like this build for PvE. It does pretty good. I mean, as long as you're hitting, I have even killed people PvP with this before, but they suck. So, because I suck, so they actually suck more than I do because I killed them. So, but that's the way that's all set up. Oh, the mods in here on the backpack: stamina, skill haste, and pulse crit hit damage, and a pulse crit hit chance. And you can play with those. You can have pulse crit hit damage or pulse crit hit chance. I mean, your crit hit chance is pretty high, depending on what you have. Let's just take a quick look at that. So, well, it's not going to be accurate because I got my shotgun. I got my weak weapons in here, so that's not really going to matter. So let's not even look at that. Okay. The abilities I'm running with, as you can see, 24 seconds to come back for the pulse. I hardly use it, but I have it. I use a turret, 32.5 seconds. It only does, 2100 damage. Not sustained, not huge, but the thing with the turret is it counts for your striker hits. So when you're shooting with the turret, it actually gives you hits like you're actually shooting. So it's like I have 2 guns shooting at someone at one particular time. So that's that. Make sure you get all your ammo up, fully stocked. The last thing here before I hop in that I forgot, your pistol. Expert, and as you can see, predatory up here. Man, if you could get one with predatory and probably, what is it, self-preserved, the one that gives you crit hit damage. Yeah, self-preserved crit hits with this weapon heal you. If you could have that and predatory, that'd probably be good, because otherwise you have to wait until you get your predatory done to actually start getting that health back. So
here we go.
all right, so here we go. So, and again, this is the easiest one to do. Only thing you have to do is open up this door straight ahead down there, and then one more door, and you're into where you can start getting your caches. That's why this one is easy. And I start out with my pistol. I go as long as I can with my pistol to save rounds. And the reason why you need the 4 guns is because you're not buying ammo. So when you run out of ammo and a shotgun, then you're using your other gun, and so forth. So you don't ever have to buy ammo. Oh, I forgot to put my turret down. I'm talking. See, they're shooting me. They're shooting me. Oh, great. It's a purple one to start off with. Get some self-preserve hits in here. Get my health going back up since, there we go.
I see 5 enemies left.
Tango inbound.
Scanning indicates 3 enemies remain. I'm only seeing 1 more hostile. indicate you're going to be dealing with some EMP.
All right, that's one round. Make sure you grab all your coins.
Hostiles inbound in 20 seconds.
Incoming EMP already. Wow, I thought that was like round 3. So with this, you can see the countdown up there, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I like to get my turret out like right at the end. Even though it gets EMP'd, I just want as much life out of it as possible.
Warning, EMP blasts incoming.
These guys. The bats.
I'm seeing 5 hostiles remaining. You've got 3 hostiles left. Scans say you got 1 hostile left.
Again, that turret comes out handy sometimes. And again, I'm using my pistol right now too, so. My pistola.
20 seconds until next wave.
So this is the first door you're gonna unlock. So what I advise, ooh, that was close. You don't want to open it until you need to.
Hostiles in 10
That's key.
seconds.
Don't open the door because you keep all the enemies back here in this one section, and you want to keep them in here so you can get them killed and get as many kills as you want. If you got the door open, they're spawning out there and outside the door, and you have to kind of go chase them a little bit, and that's what you don't want. Those dudes, I hate those dudes with the
Still got
shields.
5 hostiles out there. There's 3 unfriendlies left. I'm only seeing 1 more hostile.
Make sure you pick up all your coins. There you go. 3 waves down.
Get yourself ready to scan an objective.
Okay, so now when you get to this wave where you need to scan an objective,
Next wave in 20
I'm going to
seconds.
point out a couple of things you need to take note of. Put my turret down here in a sec. A couple of things you want to make
Hostiles
sure
inbound in 10 seconds.
you find out where the data breach is. There's 3 positions outside the door of where it is.
You must scan
All right,
target
so as you can
location.
see, it's 280 feet away, so you need to kind of remember that. It's 280 feet away, so you need to make sure you leave yourself enough time to get there. There's one that's really close at like 40 meters or 40 whatever. All right, I'm switching to my LMG or something here now. Don't want that to proc. Get out of the way, couch. And anytime you get low, you get that self-preserve with the crit hits. That really helps. I'm switching to my shotgun because shotgun is probably the weakest of all the guns. But I do have self-preserved on it, so some crit hits. And the elbows work pretty good. The elbows work pretty good. And keep an eye on the clock, 1:30. And so the faster you can kill them, the more points you can get. Okay, with that being nearly 300 away, I'd say about 45 seconds is plenty of time to get out there. All right, we just hit 1 minute, so I'm gonna finish off these two guys. All right, there's my 45 seconds. All right, finish unlocking the door and haul ass.
30 seconds remain for you to complete the critical objective.
Oh, I didn't even need that much. It's just right here. All right, now the thing is, once you get close to the computer, you gotta stay near there. You can't be moving around.
10 seconds left to complete critical objective.
And so when it says 10 seconds left, that means you need to be here. So if you kill people, don't run out away from this too far to get your little coins. Get them after you kill everybody. And it says you can, or I shouldn't say after you kill everybody. After it says you can actually move because the data breach has been fulfilled. What the heck, man? Those are hitting them like dead on. Sometimes I forget I have a pulse. So it makes it a little bit easier.
Eliminate all hostiles that remain.
Scans say you got one hostile left.
Ooh, I blew that up just in time. That's the only guy I have left. So he's just gonna shoot me and that's fine. Just don't let him kill you. So what I'm doing now is just going up and picking up all of the blues, the coins that I dropped. No more over here. Okay. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now, and this is, you don't have to do this, but since I'm close to the door, I'm just gonna keep straight, show you where the door is. So you just keep straight, so you come right out of the mission center and you just keep straight and you come all the way to the back here and open up this door right here. 7,500. And I had like 3,500 or something like that. Yep, 3525. So there's that. Now what you want to do is run back to the opposite end of the map. Screw him, just keep on running. And what we're doing is we're running back to where we just started the mission. And this is the best way to do it because it usually keeps a lot of the enemies in that section back there. Because again, you don't want to be out here because they spawn wherever and you have to go chase them to actually kill them. And you need to get as many of these kills and coins as you can. So that's why you want to come back here to this place here. So switching to my pistol. And then once you get back here and get all set up, then go ahead and kill off the last one. Okay, 1 of 15 kills using a sidearm. Okay, I used the sidearm for like the first two waves. How do I not have 15 kills already? That's weird. Okay, so now it's boss wave. So now I'm pulling out my shotgun.
Next wave of hostiles in 10 seconds.
And I pray that it's not the shield boss. Because the shield boss is a biatch.
A heavily armored enemy is inbound on your location.
Okay, I'm switching back to the pistol. After I killed this thing. Is that the boss? Okay. And keep an eye on your turret. Only because the blue ones shock you. So sometimes you can't put them down before they shock you. Okay, I don't know where the boss is. Oh, there he is. So it's not the shield dude, which is awesome. Okay, stop shooting me. What the what? Did he just shoot me with a shock pistol or something? Okay, so what you want to do is take him down really low. And unfortunately, since he's right there, I can't use my turret. So what I'm gonna do is run out, grab my stuff, screw him. And then just make sure you got a gun with self-preserved on so you can continue to get your little hits in. Okay, it's 218 left. Who the heck is oh my gosh, is that dude shocking me with some special pistol or something? I mean, is there something you can shoot at people to shock them? Where's that freaking that guy's getting on my freaking nerves. Alright, don't kill his ass. So I'm gonna run around. It's a minute 25. Seconds. "45 seconds. Yeah, you got it. And that's why you want a lot of stamina, so that little stuff like that doesn't even phase you. 30 seconds. Seconds. Pick up my shiznit.
Remaining enemies.
Alright, so I killed him with just a couple of seconds left. Way closer than what I wanted it to be, but it worked. So you want to make sure you take down as much armor as possible without killing him, because again, as long as he's alive, more enemies are spawning, so I can get more and more.
I'm only seeing one more hostile.
Okay, one more hostile. So I'm grabbing that. Alright, grabbed all the stuff in there, I believe. Now I'm letting him shoot me in the back as I run away. And so now what I'm doing, I don't remember them saying Shade Tech was offline, so hopefully I'll be able to run down. So what I'm doing is I got 2,300 credits, so I'm basically doing the same thing. I'm running down here, gonna go ahead and put them in. Yep, it's not. So there we go, 5,900 now. So, and now I'm gonna run back, kill this dude. And again, if you kill him out here, you can try it if you want. It just, the enemies spawn all over and you have to run and chase them. And again, I like to run back to the whatever it's called, a meeting place or meeting room or whatever, conference room or whatever the heck it is, because the enemies spawn right in there. A couple of them spawn out here, But you don't have to go out the welcome center. That's what it's called. You don't have to run out here to get them. I mean, you kind of do. Otherwise, they don't keep spawning all the time. So, oh, I left a couple in here. One there. But that's not going to open the door. So, all right, he's right there. I got 30 rounds left in the one gun here. So I'll use these 30 and then I'll switch over to my LMG. And then I'll be ready to use my bread and butter. Oh jeez, man, just come on in here and take it already. See, how can that be 6 kills? I killed a lot of people. Alright, Shade Tech's going offline right now. And that means you can't put stuff in a door or a storage thing or anything like that when the Shade Tech goes offline. And it says that up there at the top. Warning, SHD, interact going offline. Alright, break back out the shoddy.
Warning. Shade Tech interacts have gone online.
Okay, if it's just those puppies, I can use my pistol for that. Save my rounds for another one. Yeah, if it's just the drones. Because the pistol is perfectly capable of killing them at this point still.
Looks like you got 5 hostiles remaining.
I don't even know what these do. They're not shooting me or anything. They're just getting shot.
Enemies left.
There's my 15th. What the? How did I get on fire? Did the drone shoot fire? What the heck? All of a sudden, I'm on fire.
You've got 1 enemy remaining.
Alright, not gonna kill him. I'm gonna run out here and grab my stuff. Ding, 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 ding. Alright.
"20 seconds until next wave."
Alright, so next wave, wave 7 here. So I believe after this wave, we can open up the door,
10
depending on how many
seconds until next
credits we
wave of
get.
hostiles.
Switching over to the shotgun because these puppies are wave 7 they start to get a little bit harder here.
Next wave of hostiles starting now.
Surprise! Oh shoot, the shield dude. I hate the shield dude. Turret though is keeping them back. Pop that pulse. Put the shield down. Left. I thought I heard somebody back here.
You still got 5 hostiles out there. You've got 3 hostiles to go.
Yeah, I got him. About about to get you next.
This is our house.
I'm only seeing one more hostile.
He got pistol whipped.
You don't know who you're messing with.
Oh,
You're gonna need to scan the objective.
Hostiles inbound in 20 seconds.
okay, shotgun is out.
Next wave in 10 seconds.
Nope.
Scan the target location.
And then the data breach. A second here, it's 160 away, so it's not that far away. I think it's the same spot it was last time. I'll try to shoot the tanks on those big guys, but you probably already know that. Guy spawned behind me.
Objective.
I'm engaging. Sending the enemy a shot.
30 seconds to go for you to complete the critical objective. Ten seconds remain for you to complete critical objective. Eliminate all remaining enemies.
Okay, so now we're good.
Can say you have 3 enemies left.
Eliminate all of them but one. Make sure you grab all your stuff down here. Head back in here, make sure I grab everything. One, two, three. I shouldn't have any back have, so just run right by him. I didn't need my special to proc. I think this wave I usually do down here at this end. It's just been a while since I've done it, so user error we'll call it. But it worked out. They procced my special. So I think I had enough coins, so at that before this round started I should have waited and not killed that last guy. Come down here, open up the door, and fight out of this door here because there's some good cover in here. So I'm gonna head open up the door here. So there's that, and then you can go ahead and get your first cache. It's 1,500 here. So there's the first one here, and it's a Hunter's Faith something classified, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put in for the second one here. Look at that, I had enough to get 2 right off the bat, and look at that, striker 2 pieces classified, and a little bit of funds for another one, which I may or may not be able to open. So that's 2 guaranteed. I still got 3 med kits. Okay, what do I have? We'll use these bullets here. Bye-bye. Alright, he's done.
We're looking at an incoming contamination anomaly.
Contamination anomaly. Oh yeah, see this is one you
20
can't
seconds
really
until
do.
next wave.
How about I get a box and lay it down. So you need someone with a strong station.
Hostile inbound in 10 seconds.
So I got my 2 caches. That's all you usually get, and then you kill the game.
Warning, virus bursts incoming.
And see, this box isn't. I don't have a lot of electronics, so it's not gonna keep me up. I mean, once it goes down, I'm screwed. If that makes sense.
I'm seeing 5 hostiles remaining.
Oh, I might be okay. Get back to the box, get back to the box, get back to the box.
There's 3 unfriendlies left.
Heads up, people!
I'm only seeing 1 more hostile.
Give me chase him, man.
Nice try out there.
Yeah. I could have probably ate a med kit and survived, but I don't think I was going to get 4,500. But there you go. 2 caches, 2 classified. Used to be a good way to get stuff, but now I don't know. There's a lot of easier ways to get stuff, but if you just want to do something different, that's fun to do every once in a blue moon, but I wouldn't do it like all day long. I'd do it like once, twice, and then be like, enough of that. So let's run back here. Boop. Just hide. See what we got. It was so a striker holster, which I don't need. Div Tech. And Hunter's Faith knee pads, stam, enemy armor damage. I could use those. I do have Hunter Faith. Is that the bolt action? Second thought with the bolt action. And what is it? Enemy armor damage is good. Burn shock resistance. I'll hold on to that. I have a profile that I have that set up, so I'm not sure if that piece will be better than what I have. If it is, I'll swap it out. And then here's a couple of caches I got. I'll just open those up for the fun of it. Again, it's all div tech at this point. And that's pretty good, round 7, 8 solo. I mean, it's really asking a lot of you to get further than that. There may be some builds that people do that you can actually go further in the match, but you got to be able to kill stuff and heal at the same time, and that's kind of where it gets tricky. So, all right, well that's it, man. Carrier, I would advise that versus the Pier, and get your 6-piece striker set up like that, and you should be good.